A Taste of Nashville, brought to you by Omni Nashville and Lionel Trains, with Devin O'Day and John Dwyer, and their guests,
Rachel Eiler, Jacqueline Edwards, Missy Acosta, Harriet Shifton, Michelle Boykin, and Maddie True.
Welcome in, everybody. It's time for a new edition of Taste of Nashville.
I'm John Dwyer, along with Devin O'Day. Devin, this theme, I'm going to be severely outnumbered. I really am, and that's okay.
But we are celebrating women in business.
And well, we should. You would be one person. I will say this. When I would call home and say Happy Father's Day, my father would say, every day's Father's Day. Oh. Every day is American Business Women's Day because you succeed. My wife Lindley started, she creates interior design, but I'm just so proud of Nashville and Middle Tennessee, all the entrepreneurial women that have great businesses that do great work. And that's what we're going to be talking about here the next hour.
We're going to kick things off right here in Bob's Steakhouse, nestled right inside the incredible Omni Hotel Nashville.
Do we have the top booth, Todd, or is this we are.
We're in the.
Thank you for calling for reservations and
I
using
know.
Connections and all that. You're still hooked up in this town.
We'd be like, this would be the mob booth. I'm just kidding.
We're going to edit that out.
No, we're not. It's just fun. Hey, speaking of the Omni, how about the Director of Sales and the Associate Director of Sales? We've got Rachel Eiler and Jacqueline Edwards. Ta-da!
Hello, thank you for having us.
Good to see you. Do you get to sit? Now, I'm just wondering, this is your castle, this is the building, the facade, this is where you work at one of the greatest hotels, not only in Nashville, but really the Southeast in the world. This is your office. Have you ever sat in this booth? Has this been, or is this just for the interview? I mean, I hope you spoil yourself.
John and Devin, let me first say, as someone who went to school for broadcast journalism, I'm so eager to be here and use some of those skills I learned and haven't been able to practice, but eager to do that with two experts like you. But yes, I have sat in this very booth. In fact, as Director of Sales, closed many contracts in this very booth. This is kind of our closing booth.
It is the mob booth.
Yes, you were right. You were right about that.
Good karma right here. Yeah. I love that. Well, that's fantastic. And do you get an opportunity?
I'm fairly new to the Omni family, and I have had some special tours to know that this is where all the good stuff happens with our clients and customers, and have seen some really great engagement with our customers who enjoy Bob's Steakhouse while they're here.
I mean, I was just talking to Todd, and he said that there is a convention that has every hotel room in Nashville has got 11,000 people have shown up.
Yes.
For one convention.
One great convention, 11,000 people, and we're excited to kind of set the stage because they'll be back in a couple of years. Driving into work this morning, it was exciting to see the activity on the street. We talk a little bit about sense of community and what these groups mean to our downtown location, and you just feel the sense that they're totally integrated in our Nashville authentic culture of music and excitement and activity, and it's always fulfilling in our world of hospitality to see that live and in action right in our backyard and in our house.
You just have to get out of the way. They're on their way to get boots and hats so they can have them the whole trip, right?
Exactly.
They usually are, yes. And to think that this program contracted with our city 7 years ago and is finally materializing here today with us. We're working on contracts as far out as 2041. In fact, the young lady who's working on that contract will be retired before it ever happens. But it takes years in the making to put tens of or thousands or sometimes tens of thousands of people together in our city.
It probably helps to have, when you have, as we call it, the campus downtown, the entertainment district, to have the Premier Hotel, and then to right inside, you have the Premier Steakhouse. And to have this right here where you don't have to, Director of Sales, this is an easy sell. The reputation of this place is fantastic worldwide. And to be able to have that makes your job a little less hectic, I would think.
It's not a hard sell, to your point, John, and I've had our president of our company once say that to me, that place is not hard to sell at all, and it's not. It's finding the right customer that understands Nashville rates sometimes are a little higher than some of those in some other areas, and for
Like
rightful
Dayton,
reasons, to your,
you know.
your point. Yes.
It's different. It's just different.
Exactly. And because of our popularity, you know, our availability sometimes is a little slimmer, and that's why there are those groups that are booking out until 2041. But no, it's not hard to sell. We just got to get them here and show them around, or FaceTime with them, or use some of our great sales tools like virtual tours online and walk them through the space.
Okay, how in the world do you book entertainment for 2041? I mean, do you have anything to do with that and say, okay, we have access to this group or whatever? Because if you book someone now, or even 7 years out, like helping them book rooms and entertainment, things like that, do you give them a list and say, okay, these people will probably still be popular 7 years from now? I mean, that's the difficult part, is all the juggling, I would think, with what you do.
We kind of lay the base and the groundwork in the hotel, right, and the convention side. We want to make sure those primary things that they need are there first and foremost. Do they have the guest rooms? Do they have the meeting space? Is the city confirmed and has all those partners? And then when we get closer to the dates, we'll worry about what that entertainment looks like and use our expert partners with the Convention and Visitors Corporation, who has those ongoing relationships, or some of our destination management companies like Access that we have here on property, who has a Rolodex of those customers that they can reach out to in entertainment to set it up.
Nice.
And ensure a very positive, memorable experience that ideally gets them to come back to us in a future year.
American Business Women's Day is what we're celebrating all month, although it's the 22nd. Jacqueline, what's some of your backstory? Because there'll be a great time, and maybe it will be before 2041, where we don't have to say, well, here's a woman in a high-profile, very important, powerful hospitality position. So at the risk of asking that, what's your backstory and how did you get here?
So starting as a young girl, middle child, such a pleaser, grew up with two brothers. At the age of 12 at a camp, had my dream book. I was going to be married, 3 children by the age of 20, and be a full-time babysitter. Well, that didn't work out so well. But what I did find is that there's a nurturing part of my life that gives me great satisfaction. And you marry that with a hospitality culture of taking great care of people, working for organizations that really truly feel like a family. And it's given me the latitude to really grow in a way that I wanted to grow. I've lived in over 25 cities across 17 states growing up. I've experienced, you know, deserts and mountains and oceans and all different types of hotels and properties. And so for me, it's been very rewarding and fulfilling. And I continue to find new things that I engage to learn, to support, to grow, and to hopefully help younger associates as they're coming through, share my experiences, that they can have some of those growth opportunities as well.
25?
City. Well, I did. My father was in consumer product sales.
Okay.
So I did, in my early age, move around a lot with his job.
But I never thought about that, why women do so well in business. It's that nurturing gene that is innate in many women, and why. I'd never even put that together. Wow, what a cool answer.
Thank you.
I really love that. Now, what about you? Now, how did you get started in this? You started in broadcasting, that's where you were, but how did you parlay that into the hospitality industry?
Yeah, I started my career about 18, 19 years ago in hospitality, and I always grew up thinking broadcast journalism is the route for me. I see no other path forward. Until then, I in college got into real estate. Well, I wasn't going to say that, Devin, but that did quickly make a shift. Yes, I got into real estate while I was in college, and I loved the sales process and helping, you know, at that point, people find their dream homes or starter homes or what have you. And then the market really dropped, and so I said, how am I going to pivot from here? And I had a friend in hospitality. Like many of us do, we kind of just have a friend in the industry, and started as a coordinator and worked into various roles, and that was in Phoenix, Arizona, until I fell in love with a guy here in Nashville, and I immediately knew Nashville was the home for me prior to knowing that he was the guy for me, quite honestly. And I knew for me, Omni Nashville was the place I wanted to work at. I had applied twice during pre-opening, and like any good salesperson, persistence is key. The third time came around, and I finally was able to land this job. And that was 11 years ago today. So been here for, or not today actually, a couple months back, but yes, 11 years ago.
Wow.
Fantastic. The Omni brand, what separates it?
I think it's really easy. To our core, we like to empower our family, and that's very key for us, our family of associates, to provide exceptional service to our guests. And it's all based around the trilogy, the idea of associates, guests, and our owners. And one cannot be happy if the other is not happy and fulfilled too, right? So we need to make sure that the staff is taking care of our guests, right? That's pretty basic. But we're also delivering on our ownership promises, as well as to our staff back from our ownership. So keep the trilogy in mind and the idea of empowerment to ensure exceptional guest experience.
I think that would work for any business, don't you?
I think that you just gave somebody the template for, right?
Let's keep that going.
Yeah, that's
also,
fantastic.
You need to know how to dance. I'm just telling you. Go to their YouTube channel. Omni Nashville has the cutest little, the staff is all dancing. I'm going, so how did they get an entire staff to know how to dance? It was like a flash mob of Omni employees. So, know how to dance.
Well, that's how we keep them happy, is we practice dancing in the cafeteria. Yes, led by yours truly sometimes.
Well, if you want to be part of the Omni family, Omni Nashville has a career link, and you can notice it there. But if you're going to bring somebody into Nashville, suggest the Omni, because you don't want them staying at your house. No, I'm just kidding. The Omni Nashville is the place that has everything under one roof. And if all you do is stop at the Pick in the front lobby, it's still worth a visit.
Yeah, sometimes you can get there. Oh, we'll just be down there for a couple of minutes, right? And then the time grows. It's a beautiful place. A lot of different venues here inside. Congratulations, ladies, on American Business Women's Day. Congratulations on your anniversary, and thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your experience here at the Omni in one of the great booths. I'm going to see if I can. I'm not going to see. I don't know if I'm going to have any pull or not, but let me try to get this booth for like date night with Lindley. Can I call in a favor?
Absolutely.
What are you
See?
going to say?
Delighted
What are you
to
going
take care of
You
you.
now know somebody.
I do.
Somebody.
I do to somebody, and they're women. Yeah.
Hey, stay with us. Taste of Nashville will return with a rock star woman of business. I tell you what, she has the scoop on all things business, but she's also part of our Delta Dental family. Stay tuned.
Being in Tennessee, we wanted to try to keep it as local as possible, so we have an entire section of our menu that is just dedicated to local whiskeys like Uncle Nearest, Jack Daniels, of course, George Dickel, Nelson Brothers, Greenbrier whiskey, and all of our taps are all local. From 2 o'clock until midnight, we've got food every day for you guys. A good handful of appetizers, some entrees, and a couple salads and things like that. My name is Ethan Kanata. Please come down and see us at the Pick Lobby Bar here at the Omni in Nashville.
Did you know there's a Lionel Racing Store at Opry Mills? That's right, and the 2025 season is going to be wild. Lionel Racing Store has die-cast classics, late models, elite premier editions, and special finishes. Come find your favorite driver. Searching for that special birthday gift? Take that short drive to Opry Mills and choose from thousands of items. You can also visit LionelNashville.com.
Deep in a forest at Nashville Zoo, new creatures here for you to view. Phantoms graced in black and white swing high in trees of dappled light. In rocky crags, tall and steep, small antelopes with nimble feet. A wise old man with beard of white, a sentry perched on stony height. Amidst it all, a hunter lies, with coat of gold and steely eyes. A new adventure just for you. Leopard Forest at Nashville Zoo. Open now.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
Welcome back to Taste of Nashville. If it looks a little more subdued and kind of classed up, we are at Bob's Steakhouse, where we're doing this show. That's inside the Omni Hotel, the premier steakhouse restaurant in Nashville. And I'm along with Devin O'Day, Tennessee Radio Hall of Famer. I'm John Dwyer. Thanks for joining us. And it's always good to talk about smiles.
It is. A smile is really the gateway to your personality, right?
As my grandfather would always say, if you see somebody without a smile, give them one of yours.
That's right. That's right. Missy Acosta is, I just call her the queen of all things Delta Dental of Tennessee. I mean, you are here, but you've also been awarded some very cool business awards as a woman in business. Going into the world of insurance, dental, medical, anything, that has really been known as a man's world for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I'm leaving.
No. Okay. You can stay.
All
You can
right.
stay. But
All
I do
right.
ask, how do you navigate those kind of waters? Whenever you were first getting started, what was the first job you had with Delta Dental of Tennessee?
First job, I was actually on the agency side, and they were my client. I was working for GS&F here in town, and I was on the PR, public relations side. I had actually left that agency, and I had stayed in touch with Dr. Wink, Phil Wink. You've interviewed him a number of times, and I really felt like he was somebody that I could learn from. And when I had the opportunity to work alongside him, I jumped at it. As far as navigating the waters, it's, there are a lot of men, but I have to say Delta Dental is very female friendly. We're actually very female heavy. From our customer call center, that's predominantly women. In the officer ranks within the company, we're about 50-50 split, men and women working together. And I think you can accomplish so much more when you've got different perspectives. And so, yeah, it's been a great place to be.
You've also, Delta Dental of Tennessee has this wonderful way of reaching out into the community. You don't stop with working with dental insurance. That's just the door. You get into the body of work that you have and all of the charity work that you guys are involved in every month. I know about Petey's Foundation, the Predators Foundation, and then the Parkinson's organization that developed from
Petey's
that.
Party, yes. We've done a lot with the Preds Foundation, a lot of partnerships with them, the Nash Vegas event that they do. We support over 100 different organizations statewide, and I personally am involved with a few, serving on boards, serving on committees. I think that's what we're called to do as citizens, and Tennesseans are the volunteer state. There's a reason, and I think we have a very giving culture. Delta Dental has a very giving culture, and our mission statement is ensuring healthy smiles. We spell it with an E, not an I. Yes, we have insurance products, but everybody deserves to have a healthy smile. And you were noting what your grandfather used to say, as far as if somebody doesn't have a smile, just give them one of yours. Smiles are contagious.
Some of your before and after stories that you've had of people who go into the faith, family, medical, missing teeth and things like that, and then they get this smile and they go and get a job that they've never been able to land.
Yes, and it's amazing to hear those before and after stories, because that is why we do what we do. Our foundation is called Smile 180 Foundation, and that's because the power of a smile has the power to turn somebody's life completely around. And you can go from not being able to get a job to now you're a frontline worker. I've heard stories of people who work behind the scenes, perhaps like at a hotel, cleaning rooms, applying for a job at the front desk and not being able to get it. They get their smile restored, they get that promotion, they get that job. And it's the ability to smile and it warms your heart when you see a smile. It can endear people to you just by opening up your smile, and people can tell if it's a real authentic smile, because it shows in the eyes.
True.
And we cover vision now too.
What?
Yes.
Oh, by the way.
Yes, Delta Dental and Delta Vision. So.
Fantastic. Well, Senior VP of Brand Experience, Missy, Among the philanthropic things you do, you focus on a lot of children, because as we talk about that first impression, it's a difficult time to be young and a teenager and all the impressions that the facade. So when you bring these children and bring their smiles to life, it is a game changer for them. And I love the fact that you focus on youth.
Yes, I mean, we do the Kids Dental Day every summer with the sounds. And, you know, it's fun to watch those videos. This year I was not able to attend because illness at the time and not wanting to be around kids. But I was able to watch all the videos. And there are videos of kids saying that their favorite part of the day was seeing the dentist.
What?
Exactly. But these are kids who may not get to go to the dentist on a regular basis. So for them to get that screening, for several, we were able to actually do cleanings. Hope Smiles helped with that, Neighborhood Health, Meharry College of Dentistry, and all of the professionals. They do such a great job with the kids and communicating with the kids, not kind of talking down to them, which a lot of times happens. And it creates such a wonderful experience.
How can people find out more ways that they can get involved with the foundation or ways that they can help?
They can take a look at what our foundation supports, deltadentaltn.com/givingback. That goes straight to the information about our philanthropic works. We also have some information about the organizations we've supported over the years. Everything from our first donations were to the College of Dentistry in Memphis, supporting scholarships for dental students. So we still support those dental students today. We support Meharry, we have scholarships there. And then we also support other organizations. Gilda's Club is someone, I love what they do, and the connection there is the oral cancer connection. They have an oral cancer support group that we're able to support, and we're able to work with them to help educate people about oral cancer, because so many people don't understand your dentist can do more than just check out your teeth. There are a lot of systemic diseases that manifest in the mouth. So, you know, anything from an oral cancer to diabetes, heart disease, all of that. A dentist can diagnose 120 different signs and symptoms in the mouth.
Get your dental checkups. You heard it right here. Missy Acosta, thank you for being a guest on our show.
Thank you, Devin.
And you have another show that's here on the Main Street Media Network.
Yes.
Give it a plug real quick, because you and
Absolutely.
Stephanie Miller do some really good work together.
I love working with Stephanie on that show, Community Checkup. We do a monthly program. They're usually about 30 minutes. Sometimes we go a little bit longer. But we just talk to different organizations in the community. We want people to be aware of what is happening in the community and the resources available if you need support, if you're looking for someone that you want to be gracious with and support them. You know, we just want to open up people's eyes to what is out there in our community, because as I mentioned earlier, Tennessee, it is the volunteer state. We have a very generous community, and I think it's awesome. I love having the platform to be able to do that with Community Checkup.
Well, you do it so well. Thank you, Missy, for your time. That's
Thank
just
you.
fantastic, and what Delta Dental does. And on National Business Women's Day. So
And if you do not know about that show or any of our shows, you can download the Main Street Media Television app and get all of those shows right there on any device that you've got, and put it on your big TV, cast it right there. Hey, we'll be right back. We're going to talk more about women in business coming up on Taste of Nashville.
Hi, I'm Carmen at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at the Makara Spa.
Hi, I'm
Missy Acosta.
And I'm Stephanie Miller.
We're here with Community Checkup, and we would love for you to join us each month as we dive a little deeper into different organizations and events, happenings around Middle Tennessee.
You can find our Community Checkup episodes through our Main Street Media publications. Just go to the top of the page and click on How to Stream. You'll find Main Street Media TV on Apple, Amazon, and Roku. We'll also make it easy for you. Just download our mobile app, Main Street Media TV Mobile. You'll have all of our episodes right there at your fingertips.
On the Lionel line, you're the boss. Tell Mom and Dad you want a Lionel electric train.
Times may have changed, but the commitment to producing quality Lionel trains has remained. For 125 years, Lionel has been creating lasting memories with the world's best model trains. The 2025 anniversary catalog is now available. Just visit LionelNashville.com. The Lionel Train Store is conveniently located at Opry Mills, right in your backyard. So whether you visit the website or stop by the store, join us in celebrating 125 years of cherished memories today.
Here we are. Thank you so much to our wonderful sponsors, our Lionel Trains. Boop, boop,
Boop. If you've seen our opening, I'm flying through the air. I don't know if you, and I never let go. You haven't lost me yet. But anyway, Devin O'Day, John Dwyer here.
And Alan, our producer, is definitely into the trains. And so we love, you see somebody light up when you say Lionel Trains is going to be our sponsor. It's like, yes!
There's worse addictions, let me tell you, than trains. But
I know about those.
He is highly addicted. But as we celebrate American National Women's Business Day, we have Harriet Shifton, who is with the Gilda's Club Middle Tennessee, President and CEO. And welcome. And you've got so many exciting things going on with Gilda's Club.
Thank you. We do. We have our Red Door Bash, our signature award-winning gala, October 25th, right here at the beautiful Omni Hotel.
Fantastic.
Where we raise about 25% of our annual operating budget through the generosity of this community.
You know, I was talking to Todd, Todd Rodermel, who is the head Jurasticutus here at the Omni, and he was talking to Gilda's Club a few years ago and said, well, where are you holding your gala? And we don't have a gala. He said, well, you do now. Mm-hmm. And he opened up the doors of the Omni Nashville and gave it this beautiful home. And I love how the people who support Gilda's start usually because it blessed their lives in some way. Do you have some stories like that?
Well, Todd's an amazing story. He was actually one of our honorees one year. He not only welcomed us in, but we've been a designated charity partner of theirs. So they allow us to come to this big, beautiful hotel and sort of punch above our weight, bring in guests, because who doesn't want to come to the Omni, which is known for hospitality, great food, great service. And we're a lean team and we DIY everything, but to come here and be embraced by the Omni team, it really helps us deliver the mission. So they're meaningful partners of ours.
So let's step back. Red Door Bash. What
it gets
is
easier.
That? Yeah.
Well, Gilda's Clubs launched in the name of Gilda Radner. Mm-hmm. Have who are all across the country. Our signature is the Red Door, and the Red Door is just a place of welcome. So people know that when they step through our Red Door, our building is like a clubhouse. It's like a home. People who come to Gilda's Club for cancer support probably spent a lot of times in either doctor's offices or hospitals, and we want them to get excellent medical care. But when they come to Gilda's Club, we want it to be a warm, friendly, you just let out your breath and you say, oh good, I can relax here.
I love it too, because when you go to your website, they have things like recipes and how to cook together, and there's all these wonderful things they do, and crafts and things that just to get together and talk about something other than what you're dealing with.
It can be anything, and we trust people to come together and support each other in the ways that they need. So sometimes it can be educational opportunities, it can be finding a friend, it can be bringing a family, it can be a caregiver, getting a break. All of it's designed, yoga, Tai Chi, cooking classes, support groups, bringing doctors in to talk to our groups, to equip people with the tools they need during a challenging time, and also provide community for people who know best. We're not the focal point. It is members, participants coming together, sharing experiences with each other, and then being equipped to better handle a challenging time.
It's down in the Music Row area here in Nashville. In case you don't know where it is, because every day in this town we have such an amazing medical hub. Somebody, along with that, somebody's getting diagnosed today. You're going to find out today someone in your family needs help. Gilda's Club is, I think it should be your first resource. It should be your first.
Sometimes we are people's second call, that they come from a doctor's appointment to Gilda's Club. One of the most important things that we do is that we do what we do at no charge. It's no cost to any participant because this community rallies together to support Gilda's Club. One of the other differentiators about coming to Gilda's Club for support is that our entire team are licensed mental health professionals. They're social workers, they're therapists, so you're getting real trained professionals who can help you with resources, with questions, or just to give you a landing place.
The Red Door Bash is October 25th,
Yes.
right here. We're at Bob's Steakhouse and
Yes.
classing it up. So as you plan something, clearly this just doesn't happen, but in advance you have some live auction items that are coming up. But one in particular is unique, to say the least.
Very special. So we have a silent auction which takes place 10 days before the event. Anyone can jump on our website and bid on auction items. But this year we're thrilled to present a weekend in New York, which includes tickets to Saturday Night Live, the rehearsal, which tends to be longer, and then the actual live show. So we managed some connections through Gilda Radner and someone who knew her, who gave us these tickets, and we're thrilled to have those to wrap around an entire New York weekend. We also have a suite for a Predators game, 16 seats, including catering. So it's a private suite at the game of your choice. And then we also have lots of trips, jewelry, and there's a very special place in Nashville called the Whiskey House. John Brittle and a bunch of investors have brought together all of their bourbon and whiskey collections, and they allow nonprofits to bring in groups of 10 for a tasting, and you can taste any of over 5,000 bottles. So if you're a bourbon enthusiast,
I mean, you'd have to.
they'll open any bottle you want. We have been there before, so there are some really special items that come our way, and we're thrilled to share them with this community.
And let's talk, can you still get a ticket to the Red Door Bash?
Tickets are available online, Gilda's Club, middletn.org. The Red Door Bash is online. We welcome folks to come. It's a really fun event. We have great food here at the Omni, entertainment. You meet someone who comes to Gilda's Club. We always have someone who's a participant speak to the group. It's a very mission-filled night, but also really fun to come together.
Now, after that's over, in November, you've got a fall festival.
We barely catch our breath and we throw the doors open of Gilda's Club. We call it a clubhouse. We fill it with activities for everyone. If you're looking for a fall festival, there's pumpkin painting, there's a pie baking contest, there's all kinds of food vendors. And because of our signature hospitality, it's all at no charge.
Fantastic.
What's the date?
Yeah.
November 15th. It's a daytime event. And most importantly, if you're coming downtown, we have parking available for you. So we have Music Row partners who lend us their parking lots for that one day so that everybody can come and have a good time.
Before we let you go, American Business, Women's Day, and we're making it a whole month. What is your backstory?
Well, I've worked in nonprofits for my whole career. I started working as soon as I could babysit, and I loved the idea that if I worked hard and made money, I could be a little more independent. And that's driven me. I love the idea that when community comes together, we can solve problems and be there for each other. I've experienced the impact of really effective nonprofits, and I wanted to be able to give back. And, with each role I've had, I try to do a little bit more and have a little more impact, and that's what I'm driven for. So it has been such an honor to serve as Gilda's Club's third CEO. The founding director was a woman, Sandy Towers. My predecessor, Sandy Obudzinski, and it is a place that really supports women's leadership.
You're the first one not named Sandy.
I know. Wasn't on my resume. It was a very big departure.
Say, I'm sorry, can you handle a Harriet? I don't know.
They're probably still answering that question.
You passed the audition.
Well, we love what you bring to this town, and we encourage anybody to check out Gilda's Club. No matter where you are, but the one in Nashville, I can speak for that one. It's incredible.
Congratulations. Good luck on the
Thank
22nd.
you.
And
We
your
hope
big
we'll see
thing
you
in
both.
November. Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, you guys coming up? You know, they don't just have trains at Lionel Trains. They have these incredible racing die-cast models.
That's a very cool thing, and
Yeah.
I know exactly. They're toys, but they're
Big
high
boy
end.
toys.
They're big boy
Yeah.
toys.
Yeah, they are. And you know who has die-cast from their special racing trucks? Rackley Roofing.
Oh, of course I do.
They're in
yeah.
Rackley Blue. And coming up, we're going to talk to Michelle Boykin, who works with Rackley Roofing. Coming up, celebrating women in business here at Taste of Nashville at the Omni Nashville.
Hi, I'm Bella, your local barista at Bongo Java. Come see us at the Omni Nashville.
Did you know there's a Lionel Racing Store at Opry Mills? That's right, and the 2025 season is going to be wild. Lionel Racing Store has die-cast classics, late models, elite premier editions, and special finishes. Come find your favorite driver. Searching for that special birthday gift? Take that short drive to Opry Mills and choose from thousands of items. You can also visit LionelNashville.com.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Hi, I'm Brikenna at the Nashville Omni Hotel. Come see us at 5 and 10.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
Well, it's American Business Women's Day, and we're also talking about the month. I'm John Dwyer, along with Devin O'Day. We're at the Omni Hotel, Bob's Steakhouse. We've been doing this show a while, and we got the invite, which is pretty good.
With no steak.
Well, I know.
Come on.
Todd will come through, I think. Won't you, Todd? But we're talking about powerful and great businesswomen. You're one, of course. But wow, do we have
Not
star power
compared to
now.
our next guest.
I know, she's so good.
Rackley Blue. That is the color. She's wearing Rackley Blue.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the memo.
It is. You wear Rackley Blue. And Rackley Blue, I met you guys. Michelle Boykin is the COO. That means she runs the joint. You know, at Rackley Roofing, one of the largest and most important commercial roofers in our country. And you have moved on into being part of the National Women in Roofing and part of the Roofing Technology Think Tank. That's a lot of words. When it comes to roofing, we think a man's job. How on earth did you get into this industry and move up so quickly?
Well, first, thank you for having me. That's a lot to talk about. So I got into roofing by accident, as one does. I actually got a degree in accounting and decided I did not want to be an accountant. And it was during the crash in 2008. My husband's a realtor, still is. And I said, gosh, I got to figure something out for him, and found a job for me instead. And I started out as a receptionist. And as you know, from that point, just kind of kept going. So.
On this industry, we talk about, again, it's, a guy's world, roofing and all this. There's so much more to it than putting up Right. I mean, there's just, so when you talk about kind of the culture and the job opportunities there, it is not, doesn't have to be male dominated.
It doesn't. It's changed a lot. I mean, I would say back, years ago, it was more of a male industry because it took a lot of brute force. It took a lot of hard work, all those not that it's not hard work, but you know what I'm saying? It was a lot more physical. Now, with the types of materials that we use, with the technology that's out there, women can actually install roofs. Women can be great at a lot of the intricate detail pieces on the roof. But there's also a lot of other opportunities, like the role that I'm in, accounting, insurance, finance, attorneys, all those things.
When you got involved, did you realize that you were not only inheriting a roofing business, but a racing industry as well? Because if you don't know Rackley Roofing is involved in racing, you ain't even paying attention. Tell us a little bit about how that works with Rackley.
No, I did not know that, and I don't know that our president, Curtis Sutton, knew that at the time either. Again, by accident. It was one of those fluke things where we got involved in racing, and he fell in love with it, and now he's part owner in a Rackley War as the team. And his son fell in love with it, who is now racing on the NASCAR Truck Series and kicking butt and taking names. So
you're doing a lot of different branding and outreach, and we were talking about the die-cast cars, right? Right, that Lionel does. And then you're talking about wrapping the UT car. Give us a little bit more of kind of that involvement.
It's been a big year for us. So we actually became the official roofer of the Tennessee Vols at the start of this season. Now, it'll be for all sports, but including the football season, obviously. And we joined that and decided to wrap the truck for the Bristol race this past weekend in UT Orange. And so that got a lot of great, impact, and our employees loved it, our customers loved it. And so, we're already trying to figure out how to get a die cast made for that so we can get it to everybody.
To get the word out about a roofing company, and it's some of the most unique marketing I've ever seen, that you guys have taken your company from one company where I met you out in Carthage, and now you've got a brand new location. It used to be Bates Ford, and now you've taken over this whole area and did a total rebuild in it. And it's fantastic to pass by, and that also says, we're doing some business. We're doing some roofs. What is one of the most interesting companies that's had you work on their roofs?
Well, thank you for noticing our building. That was been a labor of love. It was a 4-year deal, and it was a huge thing for us, but we love the location. We love where we're at. Let's see, what's one of the most interesting, I don't know, sometimes we have to sign non-disclosure agreements on what we do.
She's an investigative journalist just coming out in her right now, and she's just trying to...
I think, we've gone and done things at the Speedway, Nashville Super Speedway, which has been fun because that connects with racing, so.
What a cool place, too.
Yeah, just being able to connect with the things that we do outside of work and do work there as well. So it's been fun.
I want to talk a little bit more in depth about your leadership and some of the councils that you serve on. And these are things that you necessarily, as you look at, do you have to do, but you feel perhaps compelled or drawn to those leadership roles. What does that entail? Because that's another responsibility or responsibilities that you take on.
Yeah, I think for me it's important to give back, and that's something that we as a company, if we've said, if you're going to be involved in something, go all in, right? So I am the past chair of National Women in Roofing, which is an organization dedicated to empowering women in the roofing industry. So I've been able to do that, and that's been a lot of fun, and I've learned a lot and had a lot of mentors along the way. I also have been the past president of Crew Nashville, which is commercial real estate women. So I get to talk to property managers and brokers and other ladies in the commercial real estate industry on a day in and day out basis, and really just get to know them and help, empower them as well.
Wow. I mean, if you are looking in as a woman who's watching this show, and they were interested in being part of the roofing industry, are there some career opportunities at Rackley?
Absolutely, there are. Yeah, you can go to our website, rackleyroofing.com, and find all of our job openings. And then if there's something there that doesn't fit, give me a call, and I'll see if there's something else in the industry. So.
And even and guys can call too. I mean, I'm just saying.
Thanks, Devin. If this gig doesn't work out, I still got. I don't.
That's what we do. And I do have to say a shout out to your dad, Dennis Banka, who's part of our Tennessee radio family and the owner and operator of the ranch out in Carthage, Tennessee. Fantastic radio station. Give a shout out to him because he'll be watching.
Yes, and I agree. It is a fantastic radio station. I'm biased though.
Well, so am I a little bit. I mean, I got to tell you, it's a very cool thing. But I love how we like to make our connections here. Now, as far as the Omni Hotel, is this your first visit to the Omni
It
today?
is not. We do a lot of business dinners here, so come here a lot.
See, the Omni is just good for everybody. It really is, isn't it?
I love the. Where'd you grow up?
Lebanon.
Did you? Okay, Lebanon girl in Lebanon.
She a
High
neighbor.
School?
Lebanon High School,
Oh, is that right?
MTSU
Yeah.
grad, so yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
So you've been wearing blue for a while.
I have. I was a Blue Devil, I was a Blue Raider, and now Rackley Blue.
Thank you, Michelle Boykin. Let's give that website once more for Rackley Roofing.
It's RackleyRoofing.com.
And tell us a little bit about Dawson before. If you want to follow racing, follow the Rackley Truck Racing Series because Dawson is an amazing racer.
He is Dawson Sutton. You can follow him on all the social medias. Rackley War is the name of the organization that supports him. And then, of course, we are a sponsor as well. So, yeah.
Dawson Sutton. That's a racing name. Right there.
It
That's
really
good.
is. It's like, son, here's what you're going to be. We named you for it. You got to do it.
That's right.
I don't think they had to really work hard to talk him into it.
No, they didn't.
Hey, I hope we don't have trouble talking you into staying for one more segment because we've got another woman entrepreneur in the music business. She had the gold ticket on American Idol, and she has had the number 5 most added song in America last week.
Fantastic. We'll learn more about that on Taste of Nashville right here at the Omni Hotel.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
On the Lionel line, you're the boss. Tell Mom and Dad you want a Lionel electric train.
Times may have changed, but the commitment to producing quality Lionel trains has remained. For 125 years, Lionel has been creating lasting memories with the world's best model trains. The 2025 anniversary catalog is now available. Just visit LionelNashville.com. The Lionel Train Store is conveniently located at Opry Mills, right in your backyard. So whether you visit the website or stop by the store, join us in celebrating 125 years of cherished memories today.
If you want the latest in weather conditions, be sure to tune in to our Busy Bee Plumbing Weather Report each weekday on Mornings on Main Street. Brought to you, of course, by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. We will keep you updated on the latest conditions outside, like severe weather, heat, snow, rain, and even hail.
Hi, I'm Sarah at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at Bar Lines.
Taste of Nashville, American Business Women's Day is our theme of the show, and I got to tell you, Devin, we always have sometimes musical guests, and you always just amaze me with who you're able to, whether it's you or Alan or I don't know who gets the guest, but wow, we've done it this time.
Oh, I'm telling you what. Well, Shelly, my
No
friend,
pressure.
my friend who's a publicist, she said, I got this girl. And she is fantastic. Her name is Maddie True. And I started doing the deep dive on Maddie True. And she is right, Maddie.
Hi.
We're so glad to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Where are you from, Maddie?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tennessee girl.
So you've always kind of had music in your blood. I don't think you can be from Memphis and not have just music
Right.
as part of your life.
Right, yes ma'am.
What took you to American Idol to get that golden ticket?
Yeah, so that was actually, it was my first concert as a kid. And it was the show me and my Nana watched. And so it was Ruben Studdard and Clay Aiken.
Oh,
and that's kind of what gave me the bug. And then my Nana passed, and when I turned 15, I was able to audition. So I went to her daughter's house, and we went, and we got through the first round, and we were like, well, why not keep going? So then me and my mom just made it a girls' trip every year. So we did it all 4 years of my high school.
So where do you find the confidence to do that at such a young age? Where does that come from?
It's crazy. So I, and I was talking about this the other day. My parents knew very early that I was gonna sing, and so they put me on stage early. And at the end of it, everybody was like, "Good job." So I was like, "Okay, that's an A+." Okay, so then I could do another one. Okay, great. All right, and then it just kept going. And then I think my baby kid, teenage brain just developed into like, that's normal. It's normal to go on stage. It's normal to get a good job.
So many people don't realize too, we're talking about women in business, but if you're a woman who's a singer and you work your plan the right way, you're an entrepreneur, and that is your business.
Yes, ma'am.
What are some of the things what's something you had to give up because of music?
Ooh, that's a great question. I mean, I'm not headed towards the white picket fence right now. I'm kind of just traveling and, doing my own thing. So kind of staying to myself, I'd say. I'm giving that up for a minute.
Well, I mean, that's a big give up. I mean, you get to a certain age and you say, but I want all those things I'm writing about.
Right. And I could easily freak out about not having it too, but I think I love music so much, and I love the road that it's taking me, and it just keeps working. So we're like, this is fun. We're just keep doing it.
You're right, what you know is what they say, right, in the business. But some of your influences and maybe some of the, forks in the road for you.
Yeah.
What would some of them be? What did you who did you lean into? What kind of sound? What kind of influences?
So I'm a big Carrie Underwood fan. I'm a big Care Bear.
Sure.
And stemming from American Idol.
You did okay on that show.
Yes. Her and Kelly Clarkson, I really just drive from them. They're nice girls with pretty songs and pretty dresses, and kids can go to their concerts, and so I go with them.
That's a really good point. Kids can go to the concerts.
Yeah.
Were you part of that? Whenever you do a show, I always say, when you come to town, know your line that you won't cross, and wear clothes.
Right.
And but there's so many young ladies who don't have that.
Right.
I love that you've taken that path of,
thank you.
Hey, we want to be able to have kids at our shows.
Yeah. I want to, I went to a Lainey Wilson show not too long ago, and all these little girls were in bell bottoms, and it was the cutest thing ever. So it's like, I want it to be a family affair.
Did you see when she was on social media and she brought up the little Wrangler girls, the little kids, and they all danced? Do you have a line dance for any of your songs yet?
I don't yet. That is definitely on the bucket list, though.
See, we need to get a line dance. Were you a big dancer? Did you ever dance, or were you always the one behind the mic?
I wasn't. I was always behind the mic. Yeah, my mom was the dancer.
Oh, okay. Mom, got to get on the stick now. She needs a line dance.
A lot of us forget or try to forget that a lot of your careers, when you reflect, went through a pandemic.
Yes.
And what were some of the challenges of trying to keep music out, be relevant, and in a lot of ways, the internet and Zoom and all that was a quote godsend, because it allowed you to stay relevant and in contact with your fans and put out product.
Yes, no, that was a big challenge, but it's kind of funny because my friends are like, wow, you really started doing stuff in 2020. I had actually, I met my mentor at the beginning of that year before the pandemic, and so when it hit, we were just kind of behind the scenes working on what we were going to do after it lifted. And so we just put our minds to the work and waited, and now we're here.
You have a really unusual spelling to your name.
Yes.
But people watching, when you say Maddie True and you try to find her on social media, you'll go through a lot of different Maddie permutations.
Right.
Just spell it out for everybody and how you ended up with that spelling.
Yeah. So it's MaddieTrew. True is actually my mother's maiden name. And then my mom had a friend named Kelly in college with the YE. And when I was born, they just remembered that. And they were like, okay, we'll do that with Madeline. So I know
that. I knew there had to be a story. I knew there had to be a story because names are so important.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
congratulations, because you got a brand new single out.
Thank you.
And if you don't know, the having in the top 5 on the CDX is how a lot of radio stations get presentations every week. Here's our new music, CDX, and it goes to all the radio stations. You were in the top 5.
In the top 5, yes, 5th most added. I was. My manager sent me that, and I texted the writers, and I'm like, "Did y'all do this? Like, what's happened?" And it organically showed up there, So now we're, working with them, and that's exciting. I didn't see that one coming.
I'll tell you what I didn't see coming too is one of my favorite people in the world is your producer, Steve Marcantonio. And
yes.
Do you know this name, Steve Marcantonio?
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
He's engineered about every hit record that ever came out of Nashville.
Strawberry Wine, Fishing in the
Now
Dark.
I feel stupid. Okay.
No.
But that's the way producers and engineers are. They stay in the studio,
Mm-hmm.
and an artist rides the car that they
Yes.
built.
Yes. It has been very fun working under him.
He is such a master,
Mm-hmm.
such a master. And I thought the two of you, I mean, what did you? He's such an Italian.
Oh my gosh, I know, right?
well, the name.
He's very loud. He's so fun. And then we'll take a break, and I'll end up sitting with him and his wife for like an hour, eating lunch and talking. They're great. And
did he bring in the pasta that they made? Because he'll cook for you.
He hasn't, but he's told me about it. And then he's also given me restaurant recommendations. He's all about. I love it. Yes, he's very.
He owes you a good dinner. Before we step out of the way and let y'all play with your group, give us a little setup of the song we're going to be hearing.
Yeah. So this song is called Single of the Year, and it is basically for all of, right? It's for all the single groomsmen and bridesmaid. It's, the hook is all my friends are tying the knot and I'm tying one on. So it's just a funny play of being single, and you might as well celebrate and go to the open bar. So.
And if you watch TikTok, you can manifest Single of the Year,
Yes.
Single of the Year, Single.
Yes. If you're winning Single of the Year.
Catching a break, can't seem to make it to my first, second date.